Well, that all sounds very good, Vivek, especially in the face of all of these allegations of corruption and cover-up at the DOJ and the FBI. So it leads me to the next question of, did you just say the other day that you want to pardon Hunter Biden? We have evidence, bank records of potential bribery. Ted Cruz just said, if this is true, Biden should go to jail. Are you talking about pardoning the Biden family?
Maria, that was misquoted and purposeful opposition research with the headline. You know how this game is played. I've actually been very clear. I've been the only presidential candidate who has been this clear that the first thing we need to do is clean house, shut down the FBI, refurbish the DOJ. I'm the only candidate to actually pledge to pardon Trump for all of these political persecutions through prosecutions, even peaceful January 6th protesters on down. I'm also happy to go on record. I heard you talking about it before. I'm on record going in favor of an impeachment inquiry on Biden, because I personally believe the Ukraine war is indeed a repayment for a bribe made, now sending $200 billion of taxpayer money in the other direction. But what I've said is, let me fast forward to January 21st, 2025, my second day in office, after we've issued those pardons, after we've set into motion shutting down the FBI, not just reforming it, actually restoring the integrity of our government. The question is the next thing that I then want to do after we've set our nation forward, is it to then focus my agenda on persecuting or prosecuting Joe Biden or his family? My answer to that question is no. I'm going to be focused on stimulating the economy, ending the war in Ukraine, declaring independence from China. That is how we win as one nation. And so, no, I'm not going to be guided by vengeance and grievance. I'm going to be guided by integrity. But the first step to getting there is there can be no reconciliation without truth. We have to get to the bottom of including that bribe, I believe, paid to the Biden family, how that's tied to our war in Ukraine and our support of that war in Ukraine. Get to the bottom of that first. And I stand on the side of leading us forward to a national revival. But we can't get there without first being told the truth. That's where I'm at, Maria.
Well, you are a businessman and you understand business and this inflation problem that we have. I've got that. You just went through shutting down corruption. I've got that. What about national security, Vivek? We are all worried about communist China and Joe Biden's weak response to all of this provocation. What's your answer?
So, look, my view is we need a modern Monroe Doctrine in this country. The dirty little secret, Maria, is that much of our military defense spending in the last several decades has not actually gone to national defense. The reality is, if we do enter a serious conflict, and I worry that Joe Biden is sleepwalking us into potential nuclear conflict with Russia and China being in a military alliance with one another, that would mean both nations. The reality is we need defense capabilities of the homeland, nuclear defense capabilities, cyber defense capabilities, super EMP, electromagnetic pulse capabilities that could take out our electric grid. We are way behind. And so the hallmark of my foreign policy is going to be, you don't mess with the homeland. Start with that first.
Well, it's nice to hear some toughness. That's for sure.